And my first guest joins us via satellite from Vancouver, BC. Mr. David Stadnik is the CEO of Guerrero Exploration Incorporated. Their symbol's GEX. David, welcome to the program.
Thank you, Don. It's good to be here.
David, it's great to be reinitiating coverage of Guerrero Exploration. You describe yourself as a Canadian-based exploration mining company with a focus on the high-yielding Mexican copper, gold, and silver mining area known as the Southern Mexican Gold Belt and the Sierra Madre Occidental Belt. Give us a general overview of the company, if you would, please.
Sure. We 2 years ago started looking around the world for opportunities in the gold, precious metals sector. Looked all over, were presented with an opportunity in Mexico, which was a fantastic property, a 26,000 hectare gold copper project. Our geo, who spent 20 years with Rio Tinto, couldn't believe we had such a wonderful opportunity. We jumped all over it. We signed an option agreement to earn 60% of that project. On that project, we went public this year. In January of this year, we did an IPO at 15 cents. We raised $1 million. We've since raised up in total about $2.2 million. We've started drilling this year. We made acquisitions, and now we bring this up to present day.
Well, you released some significant news this week, David. You announced you're acquiring a 100% interest in the Coatepec property next to Newstrike's Ana Paula discovery. Tell us about this deal.
Yeah, you know, Don, we're so lucky to get this project. You know, when we first went public, we're in the Guerrero gold belt, but we're quite far away from the actual gold belt. We're actually 50 miles away from this prolific area, and right away our stock doubled. People thought we were really closer to that kind of Guerrero gold belt where all these companies are. When they actually found out that we're actually 50 miles away, our kind of stock drifted down because they thought we weren't in the exciting area. So since then we've been looking to get even closer to that area and make an acquisition. And fortunately, in the last 6 months, we've worked very diligently and hard, and we were able to acquire an 81,000 hectare property that is located in the most prolific area in Mexico. It's beside unbelievably big mines, big potential mines, great companies, and we are now probably the second largest landholder in the Guerrero gold belt. It's prolific. We're right beside Los Filos, which is Goldcorp's biggest producer. We're only kilometers away from that. We border to the north side on the Ana Paula, which is Newstrike. They're getting numbers of 220 meters of 7 to 8 grams per ton of gold. Prolific numbers. As my geologist said, if you want to catch fish, you got to go to where the fish are. We are now one of the biggest landholders in that area. Well positioned. We're very fortunate that our geos and engineers were able to get this property. It's a phenomenal property, and you know, we got tremendous blue sky now, in addition to our properties that we've got already, you know, which we were ecstatic about them. Now we've got even bigger blue sky to be one of the biggest landholders in one of the most prolific gold and silver bearing areas in the world. We're very happy about that.
Well, you know, David, I think one of the oldest sayings in the gold business is the best place to look for gold is next to where gold has already been found. Now, what does this acquisition bring your total land position up to?
A total land position now will probably be about 115,000 hectares, which is big. That's through 3 properties. 80,000 hectares, 81,000 hectares that we just acquired in the Coatepec property in the Guerrero gold belt. We have 26,000 hectares on our copper gold project, which is not far away. That's the one that's 50 miles away, which was a former BHP property. We plan to drill that one next. And 8,000 hectares up in our Chapelota project, which we just finished drilling. So we're a major player in a major area. And you know, Don, one thing about our company is that all the companies in the Guerrero gold belt, like our Newstrike, for argument's sake, they've got roughly 100 million shares out there, $3 a share. They've got a $300 million market cap. We got Torex beside us, it's probably got a $600, $700, $800 million market cap. Goldcorp, which has got multi-billion-dollar market cap. We got a $3 million market cap. So I think that we have all the upside in the area. Like we're trading at 15 cents. We've got 20 million shares outstanding. You know what? And we're in a prolific area. I think that we offer a lot of upside for our shareholders and potential shareholders.
Once again, we're talking with Guerrero Exploration. Their stock symbol's GEX. If you're checking that stock symbol in the U.S., you might want to type in GEX.V. Now, David, you had mentioned in an earlier conversation some very promising first drill tests at your Chapelota property. Can you share more with us about that?
Yeah, we did our we did our initial groundwork, and then we drilled. We were drilling from. We did 2,000 meters. We were drilling from June until just about 30 days ago, and we were very fortunate. We hit mineralization on 5 out of 9 holes. The most encouraging, best sign was we had a third of a meter of 102 grams, which is, if you can think about it, a third of a meter, and you got nearly 3 ounces of gold. It's like in a core. It's like $6,000 in a little piece this big. So you get tremendous numbers like that. We got, we got separate 3 meters of 12 grams per ton. We've got 1.6 meters of 4 grams per ton. We also got 70 meters of 11 grams per ton of silver. And this is in our first pass by, and that's only in our first anomaly of 7. So we've got lots more work to do on there, but again, great initial numbers on our first pass by. So that'll develop into our next program next year for that project to further define, to build up on that initial results, which is fantastic. We're happy about that.
Well, of course, gold and precious metal prices have sort of stabilized recently, but they've done this at near record levels. What do you think the outlook is for the next 12 to 18 months?
Well, I think given at the rate of people finding gold, and at the rate at which which is not that prolific, and the rate at which people are buying it and taking it up physically and in every capacity in the world turmoil as you see it, I think that gold has certainly established itself again as a world currency. I think we're going to test the $2,000 per ounce, and I think we're going to move higher from there. It's certainly profitable for miners such as us when we get to that position to be in the business.
Now, is the company still on the lookout, David, for more acquisition activity?
Well, Don, we feel we've bitten off a lot right now. We are going to really work diligently at what we've got, which is a lot. So we're not looking for acquisitions, but we're looking to aggressively bring out some numbers now that'll prove up shareholder value.
Guerrero Exploration, GEX is their stock symbol. David, why is this a good time right now for folks to take a closer look at your company?
Well, I think, Don, once people start realizing and they start looking at where our properties are, in particular our new Coatepec property, and looking at the values of the proximity of other companies that are in the area, and how undervalued we are, and how we have the potential to have a major discovery where we are, I think that people are going to start looking at us saying, hey, you know what, we should own a bit of this because there's a great future for it. We're beside the big fish, and you know what, I think we can pull one out ourselves. In addition to that, we're going to be drilling our Cerro Azul property soon, and that's a prolific copper play with up to 13% copper in grab samples, and we got a number of targets there, so we're excited about it. I think now's a good time to take a look at our company.
GEX is their stock symbol, GEX.V if you're looking in the United States. Once again, Guerrero Exploration. David, we're very happy to be reinitiating coverage of the company. Looking forward to updates as we go along. Thanks for joining us on the program.
Thank you, Don.